We're Dungeon Apes.
Yes.
That's what we are.
Yes.
We're Dungeon Apes. Welcome to Dungeon Apes, a D&D podcast episode. Big number. I'm Drew Silva. Travis.
And I am Travis Steven.
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah, he's Travis.
I am.
It's been a couple weeks since we've got to do this.
Yes.
Last week was like nothing, waiting for Sean. Sean Schimmel, who's the voice of Goku.
Mm-hmm.
He was on our podcast Aventeria last week, live here in person, and did a huge signing on Saturday.
Yes, and it was a huge success. It went as well as I could have hoped. Maybe even better than I could have hoped, to be honest.
So unfortunately, I wasn't there for the Saturday, but Friday night, going into this with Sean Schimmel, who, I mean, if you like anime and production behind it, you know, it doesn't matter if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan or not, you know who Sean Schimmel is. Mm-hmm. One of the most iconic voices and one of the most long-standing. I mean, he's been doing Goku since like back in the day, 90s.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So he's got, I'm assuming, over 20 years as Goku.
Yep.
And so for me, preparing that week, I'm like, man, I don't want to mess anything up. But at the same time, I'm like, you know, I'm not sure how I'm going to jive with this guy.
Right.
You know, what's he really going to be like? And we got here. And I'm sad to say that most people know Sean Schimmel for Goku because there's so much more to Sean that's, you know, worth knowing him as. He was a blast, man. He was so cool. He was so down to earth. He was so freaking hilarious, dude.
And crazy personable too. Like, you would think that they're gonna always kind of have that kind of like wall or front, no matter how nice someone is in their scenario, in his situation, that they're gonna have kind of a little bit of a push. None at all.
No,
I didn't think he had any push whatsoever.
No, it was legitimately like, hey,
they just seemed like another. He just genuinely seemed like another guy that wanted to hang out with us and play D&D, like straight up.
It was terrifying, like how well everyone got along.
I know.
Like, oh man, we're all just messed up.
Yes. That was literally it, like to the max.
It was cool though. It was a blast. The game. If you guys get a chance to watch that episode, watch it. I mean, holy cow.
So
it was
great.
Such a fun episode.
Oh my God.
We have a guest appearance in the episode that was just surreal.
It was so great.
Surreal. Like, how do I write that in Adventeria canon? Like, because legally I can't.
I mean, I think you did, no, legally you can't, but I think you did a really good job also, like, curating the moment for it. You know, like making it a special little bubble event. It was like watching a cutscene in the middle of your gameplay.
It's filler, you know. It's filler in that anime, but it's good filler. It's not like it's another filler season, screw it. It's like, oh, whoa, that was really good. So it was it's a blast, man. So today, I think last episode we had an issue where a friend of mine impersonating me came on and was trying to act hip and cool.
That was so weird. You had like an actual stunt double that I somehow spliced into the footage flawlessly without any kind of effort whatsoever.
Yeah, it was
that had to have been what it was, to be honest.
Yeah, and he was saying words like lit and
fam, and you're getting raw with the claw. So in honor of
his timely disappearance,
his spirit.
You'll never see him again.
His raw spirit.
We're getting raw with the claw.
We're getting raw with the claw. This is my first ever White Claw, which these are supposedly heavily. Damn it.
That's your kid.
Damn it.
That's awesome. But no, just so you know, get ready because there is no law when you drink the claw.
Oh God. All right. Well, I'm gonna try. Here we go. I'm gonna try it. So I have. Oh, this just sounds so good too. Oh, you're welcome. I know. Ooh, I know that sound. Ooh. Headphones users, you know. This is what it's all about? What I feel so cheated. How do I describe this? For someone who's never had a White Claw before, I think Taggart said it best. It's like, you know when they have those waters where they try to flavor them a little bit and they're like, oh, look, you don't like drinking water. Here's some and you're like, it just tastes like trash. If you had that mixed with like TV static. Drink.
So it is a seltzer. So it's literally just sparkling water, but they've sparkled it with alcohol.
I'm going to keep talking shit about it, I think, but then I'm going to end up drinking all of it. I'm like going to drink all of it.
It's so soccer moms can be like, and Linda is a wine drunk. And I can't believe how much wine. She drinks a bottle a night, that alcoholic. Oh no, this is just sparkling water.
Oh, I'm on a diet. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm on a diet.
It's got zero. Oh, it's got two carbs and 2 sugars.
Oh, we can't do this.
Oh, my wife's gonna kill me.
This is not acceptable for me.
My life's been a lie.
I've literally drank 10 carbs today.
I know, right? Like, well, I drank a box. I'm only at 20 carbs.
Woo! I think you'll be all right.
Like, are you tipsy? Nah.
You should see what I'm gonna eat after this.
All right, so
Okay.
D&D.
Yeah.
All right, by the way, White Claw out of Ontario is looking for sponsors. Just saying.
You could be first.
I can make a great backstory. I don't know
Good.
who makes White Claw. Like, who's this?
It's
Who
probably
does
Pepsi.
Is
Or
it?
Coke.
No. It's like Jesus. All right. So D&D.
It's a natural spring. It's a natural spring that comes out of the earth.
So the first comment on our video last week
Yeah.
was Paleo Sejo with a question mark and just a ton of laugh faces from one of my friends on Facebook who lives in Palo Sejo.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so, I had to go through like this whole long discussion. I was explaining to another friend at the gym. They're like, yeah, why do you call it Paleo Sejo? It's Palo Sejo. I'm like, no, you don't understand.
It's different. He's like, but it's not. It's like only kind of different. It's like a great value version.
Like, it is the greatest value version.
The greatest value version.
Yeah, so that was interesting feedback. I'm like, Sean Schimmel, and they're like, but Paleo Sejo?
Yeah, like that's you're gonna grab for that? That's the one.
To be fair, this person probably doesn't know who Sean Schimmel is.
Oh, well,
So yeah, but
he can stay in that category then.
so I mean, how do we?
I'm just kidding. God,
How do we continue to just blow this out of the water?
I don't know.
We have Vegeta, Chris Sabat coming.
Christopher Sabat?
Sabat.
Yes, he will be coming.
Sabat.
I don't know if it's going to be in March like originally planned now,
Okay.
but he will be coming.
So yeah, we got him. We're working on some other guests for the show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we just like, what's next for this? You know what I mean?
Studio equipment.
Yeah.
Because right now our biggest crutch is the fact that our current setup doesn't allot for each person to have their own individual microphone. That is my biggest crutch. Lighting's fine, seating arrangement's okay, but the fact that I have to use one microphone to gather most of the people at the table versus each one of us having a dedicated beautiful microphone like this, which makes our voices so much better, and the continuity of the story and what's visually happening makes so much more sense. Even like being able to cut the different scenes on the table, that's all really, really nice. Just one more kink in the hose. And it really just comes down to just the studio equipment for the audio just isn't really set up for what we're doing, and there's a big leap to get it to that point. It's not just like, oh well, just get that one thing here as I go. No, it's like a big jump into that whole realm.
It's either all in or
it's all in or you wait. Yeah, you just wait until you can all in.
Also, our table is about to turn into its own D&D monster.
Yep.
It's starting to grow hair.
It is. It's got hair and crumbs, and it's looking gross. But we have a table in production, a custom table in production. Yeah.
Our group. I'm sorry. I'm going to say this, and I'm guilty. We don't think things through all the way.
No.
we felted this table, and I'm not sure what we thought, but when we first felted it, it was like, dude,
it was
we are
dope.
geniuses.
Day one, it was so cool and so nice.
Yeah.
I just regret using Walmart felt. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, let's get that cheap. Let's get
well,
that
there goes
cheapest
that
cheap,
plug.
Dude. Yeah.
We've just shot that one in the foot.
Oh, I don't ever think Walmart was going to be interested in literally anything ever.
Just crushing people.
They're like, you know what would really drive in our sales?
Walmart will be the eventual big bad evil guy in my D&D campaign.
Walmart is the big bad evil guy in
the
almost
campaign
everything.
of life.
Oh yeah, the campaign of life.
So our local Walmart here in Anderson actually collects more stolen vehicles than any other location in all of our county.
What does that even mean? What does it mean to collect stolen vehicles?
People come off I-5 and they dump the vehicle at Walmart, or they go into steal from Walmart after they've stolen a vehicle. So yeah, CHP, that's the hot spot to pick up stolen vehicles. So criminals,
hear me out. Change the schedule, guys.
No, keep going. We love it. You're dumb. We love it.
Just drop them off.
Just keep being dumb.
We have a checkpoint. If by the way, the most recent output of meth, it's been laced with poison, so you better bring that in and get it checked.
I love those memes.
I know, dude.
You see those Facebook posts, and it's like this cop's
it's not gluten free. Get it checked, dude. If you have a gluten allergy, we'll get it checked for you. Gotta keep it safe out there.
So what do we want to talk about? Like D&D, man.
Like, okay, so obviously the overview.
D&D, like, where we at?
This is tough.
It is. We're kind of off our schedule. I think the biggest thing is like, what do we do next with the story? We've done such a huge 180 from where we were 2 weeks ago to where we were last week.
And then we have new guests joining us as well.
We do. We have
returning guests.
Player.
We have a new player, which is going to be joining us, which is great.
I'm super stoked for that. We have a female lead now.
Woo! Girls!
Yeah.
They exist. I've seen one.
Do they?
Hey!
That's awesome. Yeah, so she's going to be joining us this week. And then our episodes are going to get longer again.
Yes.
Woo,
yeah, hey, longer episodes, more time, more D&D, and hopefully soon better sound quality so that we can have better story.
Yeah, we just keep improving and upgrading every single week. I've been painting miniatures until my fingertips have gone a little numb. So you know, we're gonna add those into the game and hopefully add some more visuals. This whole, by the way, I'm gonna go and shamelessly plug this. I'm gonna be much more active now, much more involved, which I'm super stoked about.
He's got a desk here now. I didn't even show you your room.
Yeah, we got
set up for you.
Super really quick. First off, I'm really appreciative to you guys for bringing me on board and allowing me to just kind of help with the D&D culture and kind of build something. And then also to my significant other for being incredibly supportive of, you know, the decision to be like, you know what, let's look away from other things and start looking towards what I want to do.
Thank you all the supportive ladies out there.
Yes.
Or just significant others. It's not always ladies.
Yeah. Could be, you know, we don't care.
No.
So if you're a significant other, you're supportive, it's huge. It's huge.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing for me, honestly. Here's a good D&D topic. The hardest, and a hobby topic in general, the hardest thing for me to hear is someone say, man, I love that. I love it. And you can tell they're passionate about it. They're like, my significant other does not approve of me doing it.
Yeah, that's a nightmare.
So, huge weight off my shoulders being able to be like, re-engage here and re-engage with D&D. And I think for all the DMs out there, for all the players out there that find themselves at a point where they're like, oh man, it's a grind, you got to remember, D&D is literally the greatest thing that's ever happened to you. You need to readjust your priorities around D&D.
Fix it. Like, don't be
just
dumb.
saying.
Like, do you want to file those reports or do you want to go slay a dragon?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Who needs money when you've got all that gold in game?
Bro, like, have you ever purchased a breastplate in real life? I think not.
Claw
it, dude. I hear the lit rising in my tummy. Like got him.
It tastes like
I really can't pin it down. It's like what they probably pitched. It's like vitamin water before they put alcohol in it. Like, you know what? What if we start here? They're like, nope, that needs more flavor. And then they're like, sugar. And they're like, okay, well, the vitamin water. Boom, done it. We did it. And then like White Claw stopped there and they were like, you know what? You know, it'd be so much more dope than just seltzer water and flavor. Like,
alcohol.
Just put alcohol in it. Alcohol. Yeah.
I love it.
And it worked, I guess. I mean, it's okay.
You know when you were a kid and you had like the flavored bubbles?
Yeah.
The smell, you know, in your bubble bath? Yeah. And you accidentally drank the water because the bubble looked really good? That's what it tastes like. That's what it tastes like.
His friend told him about that. It's not a personal experience.
Yeah. I mean,
it does. Right before the bleach or ammonia smell would come in to kick in with it.
Yeah, like right before you kind of nodded out.
Yeah, you're like, oh, the
fell
chemicals.
under the surface of the water. Saw your parent there. You knew they were gonna pull you out and rescue you. We saw that moment of hesitation.
Yeah. And they're like, you know what? Just let it happen. Let nature do its thing. Let's just let this run its course.
I mean, that's what Casey Anthony did, right?
Oh shit.
We're getting spicy.
Woo! The claw makes for very spicy White Claw.
Makes for very spicy.
If you don't drink White Claw, then you. Wait, has that already been used? That's already been used. If you don't chew Big Red, then you.
Wait, is that a thing? Oh, it is.
Ricky Bobby. He's like, Jean Pepepang, prune candy.
Sorry. Didn't catch that pop culture reference. Shoot me, why don't you?
Damn.
So, let's get someone in here with questions.
Okay, how do we get someone to ask questions? They have to sit next to you.
They do.
Lady will do it.
All right, come ask questions.
Generic non-D&D player questions.
Come know nothing about D&D and ask questions. We are doing this on the fly.
Yes.
All right, so masterful edit. We actually added someone.
Yeah, wow.
Amazing. It's a girl.
Wow.
It's a grill.
IRL grill. IRL grill.
So this is Travis's wife.
This is my wife, Lexi.
And she's going to introduce herself in just a second, and I'm going to mess around with the microphone. But we did an impromptu, because when you guys see the bloopers of the first half of this video.
Yeah, it's a mess.
We talked about White Claw. I'm yelling at people in the store.
Okay.
Wadey, introduce yourself. I forget your real name sometimes.
My name is Wadey. It's Lexi. I'm that one's. Thanks.
Yes.
I love it. Yeah. So, Wadey, have you ever played Dungeons and Dragons?
I have not.
Why haven't you joined our game?
I'm really nervous. I don't think I could actually roleplay how I would envision roleplaying.
Elaborate. And talk closer to the mic.
I practiced with Travis before.
You did?
Kidding.
Oh, where was I?
Exactly. That's how bad it was.
She's like, I'm a hill giant.
Just looking at it, you're just gonna walk home one day.
Are you drunk right now?
Hey, White Claw getting raw. Claw. You know what? You're gonna walk in one day into your living or in your bedroom, and she's gonna be standing in the mirror like, "Hill giant, ooga."
Full mast immediately, dude.
Or no.
Bing!
I've come up with my own character idea though.
You did? What are you?
A virgin whore. And I have like 0 charisma. That's all I know so far.
You're just ugly.
The rest is like set to unravel, essentially. You know, off my lady's chest. No, I'm kidding.
0 charisma. 0 charisma.
Get naked.
Virgin whore.
Between her character and Hammond's, like, we would literally never get to
anywhere.
We'd be blocked on iTunes.
Yeah, it's real fast.
We might even be banned on Facebook and Twitch. Like, hey, we're streaming on Cam Girls Live.
What up, Mixer? How you doing, Ninja? What's up, bud?
Girls Gone Wild D&D.
They're gonna plug in.
I'm sure that exists.
5 dudes and 2 chicks playing D&D. Except they're gonna be like, what is this? And then
just lots of sexy shit, like no actual talking. Like the language is
just grunts. Yeah, the men will be like half human, half elf, or half elves, and they'll be all like sensitive, and they're like, happy. We the females are 4 hill giants, and just like
just be
halfies, them little halfies. Oh, me, Greta, love halfies.
So, why are you nervous? Why are you nervous about playing?
I felt like I already said that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I said I don't think I'd be good at role-playing how I would envision myself being, like, the level I would expect of myself. So,
someone who is trying to inspire you to be a player, what would you suggest to them to do to make you feel more open to be a player?
I have no idea, because I feel like maybe it also is that I feel like I have no imagination.
I would say that early on, a lot of our group didn't have much imagination in the realm of like what they're gonna do for their character, and surprisingly, it's kind of like it wrote it for them. Like the environment wrote their animation because they were just paying attention to the story, and they're like, oh, I would do this.
Yeah, a lot of it is if it's constructed correctly. Which usually there's some construction behind it. You're kind of making choices. You're not just left open. This season, I've actually left you guys more open just because that, you know, you guys have sort of improved. It's different. There's some element that you guys have that can actually take the time to get in more depth roleplay, right, and then go pick a direction, and that direction makes sense. Whereas before, any left open role playing, you guys would be like,
cool.
Yep.
We
literally just wait.
We literally just wait for you to like embrace
us. Wait for you to like push us in the next direction. I think that Nodnal helped us a lot in that area too. He kind of like picked up where we were sinking, and as far as like RP.
Rest in peace, Nodnal.
Not really though, because he kind of killed me. He just like turned around and was like Avada Kedavra, like right where
He did.
he did super
ruin the
kill
game.
me. He super just killed me. Like Garrett, okay,
offered you up for
Garrett's
sacrifice.
character, Vargur sacrificed himself in like a fury of blood and gore to like allow us to survive, and we just barely get out. And then he running with us is like, oh my god, tells me to kill you guys, and we're like, wait, hold.
No.
Yeah,
I don't like that. I don't want to be killed.
that could have been you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah.
needs to like me.
No one hates the
time we
zero
go into
charisma
combat.
virgin whore.
Yeah, exactly. You need her around.
Should just leave every time we go into combat. Like, oh, is that gonna hit your armor class? You just get up and walk
Bye,
out of the room.
I'm in the trees.
Just leave.
Yeah.
Bye, Felicia.
Quit the game.
I've quit the game.
Non-confrontational.
It doesn't hit. No.
Well,
It
honestly,
hits. It
That would
hits.
totally be me.
Yeah.
That's probably a
No, I'm
That's
amazing
actually-
at hits.
it's a good dynamic for this group to have. Because right now this group's like, oh, what? We're gonna beat it with a stick. Good.
with the stick instead.
With the stick.
We've robbed someone. All right, our adventurers have robbed someone.
Yep.
And then when the robbed person asked why they were robbing him, punched him in the face.
That actually happened.
from-
That's not an exaggeration.
Yeah, robbing to assault to aggravated assault. I don't know.
Then to basically being like, hey, police, this guy we stole from, and now we don't like you either. Like, we also insulted the police, the armed guards, essentially authority figures at the time. We were like, we don't care. Like, we did this thing. What's up?
So as a DM, I'm like, all right. So wait, now I
You
need to find a
bounce
bunch
that
of
off a
good
wall.
people for them to fight because they're quite frankly not lining up with their current alignments.
The dark side.
So do you have any questions about D&D?
Yeah, like what? As someone who's never played before, you've never played the game before, you've only heard and see some of our things here, tidbits here and there. What are questions as a non-player, completely in the dark?
How do you even start to construct a character? Like, I see books, I see things. How much time do you have to invest into making a good, solid character?
Go for it, man. You have recently created
So-
the last two characters, so take her through that.
I think putting yourselves in the shoes of your character is a great way to do it. The hard part about that is where do you start? And I think just starting at the very basics helps you a lot.
The
like
very beginning.
the very basics,
To
like
start on.
how tall are you? Are you male or female? Are you young? Are you old? Do you live in a climate where it is cold or
I'm a
hot?
virgin whore.
Are you, yeah. Do you live in a climate where it's cold or hot? Do you have family? Do you not have family? If you don't have family, why don't you have family? And as you ask yourself questions, even just answering very like yes or no, back or forth questions, you suddenly have found yourself into a character without really realizing you were building a character at the same time. I think that's super helpful. And then beyond those basic components, then you start asking yourself details like, what would my character do on a rainy day? What would they do on a sunny day? What do they do for a living? Something like a little bit more in depth as far as like details.
Comma bro.
And then even finding a name. Finding a name is a fantastic way to also shape your character. And at that point, you have details lined out, the basics of who they are as a person. Start visualizing them. Start like taking examples online based on whatever class you've chosen or whatever race or whatever like sect you can be part of.
So where do I find like races and things like that?
It's a fantastic question.
This?
Boom! Look at that advertisement plug.
Players, Wizards of the Coast.
You do
owe
it.
Me.
So is this
At
like
least
a
$49.99
requirement to even start? Can
So-
I just Google it and hope for the best?
You
like
can.
WebMD
You can use
myself
web-
into, into
Cancer.
class?
Yeah,
Boom,
we're
cancer.
Doing this right now.
My class
Yeah,
is cancer.
okay.
This is called
Character
the
creation.
Character sheet. We are creating a character for Wadey.
Uh-huh.
I have it. The name is Virgin Whore, bro.
Yeah.
So first thing you're gonna pick, right, is a race. And if you go to the handbook, there's like all these cool races. You can be a halfling. You can be like an orc, a half orc. You can be a half elf.
I did that when I was
elf.
pregnant.
A warlock.
I turned into an orc.
God damn it.
My face swelled up and was all bubbly and discolored. It was
All right.
beautiful.
So we're a half orc.
No, don't do that.
But you have a charisma. You have a charisma of 1. You can't have a 0.
Yeah, you gotta have 1 at
I'll give
least.
you a 1.
You can have a negative 1.
Well,
You can have a negative 1 in your plus.
You get a negative 5 to your modifier.
If you're lucky.
You can be like, roll a charisma check and be like,
Do my classic double chin. I'm not gonna show you.
do it. You won't do
It's a
it.
secret.
You won't do it.
Don't say
You
that.
won't.
You won't bet.
You won't bet.
Ah!
You won't do
YOLO.
it.
Definitely not now.
Bet.
Bet it won't be on TV for everybody forever.
Yeah,
Because it's YouTube and not television.
back.
We won't call YouTube to put this on TV, okay?
Okay,
Did
sometimes
someone call YouTube?
Did someone call YouTube yet?
sometimes I feel like we talk too fast.
Yeah.
And people
Oh,
miss
yeah.
some of the great humor that's like underlying. Yeah.
It's a fine
Maybe it's
fine
not
thread.
White Claw.
So what class do you want?
What class? Give her some classes.
So you could be a paladin.
I want to be classy.
Ooh.
All right.
What? That's a fantastic thing. What's a classy class?
What's a classy class? A cleric
Cleric would be classy.
is classy. I feel like if you're a cleric,
Like a wizard.
I'm a cleric.
What about a wizard? Because you're like,
wizards are dirty.
are they? What about warlock? Well, warlocks are
Like in
dirtier then.
Monet.
Yeah,
I'm a
warlocks,
virgin whore.
wizards. I feel like if you're classy, you're like a paladin or cleric.
Yeah, paladin
I'm
or
a
cleric.
fighter.
Can I be like a demon hunter? Can I like shut up? But also
Demon
like,
hunter.
have
She's
sex?
thinking about Diablo. Diablo 3.
You'd be like a ranger. Oh yeah, rangers are class. I'm a ranger.
Demon hunter would be a rogue.
a rogue.
A rogue.
Yeah,
Can I
you do
double
rogue.
wield?
You
can
could
dual wield.
You could dual wield as a rogue.
Yeah.
Nice.
All
All I
right.
care about.
Are we roguing?
Double fisting.
Double penny, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Rogue.
Rogue. Okay.
She's in game too, by the way.
She's
So
a
it's
half-
Not real life.
She's a
Okay.
half orc.
Well, I mean,
You're a
maybe.
half orc rogue. You're a half orc rogue. I just see this
Half orc
ugly-
female rogue.
ugly rogue just stealthily walking around. Just yeah, I love it.
As classy and ugly as can be.
How do you classy ugly?
Classy ugly.
It's on
Classy
how you
ugly
carry-
is talent.
It's on how you carry.
Who's classy and ugly in
Oh,
pop culture?
Mickey Rourke.
That was too fast.
Am I wrong? Am I
Oh
wrong?
wow.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh wow.
Maybe.
Who else is classy and ugly?
Christopher Douglas?
The one lady. who
Oprah
plays-
Winfrey.
Too-
Oh,
too far.
whoa, whoa.
One lady-
Whoa, Oprah, you're
Do I
so
need to clap out of that
damn,
one?
Oprah, you're so beautiful.
The lady who
Sup,
plays,
girl? Sound stuff.
The evil witch in.
If I apologize, can I get a giraffe?
Sarah Jessica Parker.
She's not classy.
Oh,
You took the one good quality out of that, Rose.
No, I'm thinking of the.
Hold on. Who is classy ugly? She's not classy.
I was like when my friend told me when I was like, I'm ugly or I'm old and fat, and he was like, you're not old.
oh my god.
Boom, roasted.
Opposite. Either one works.
Oh, okay. So she's a half orc rogue.
Yes.
What's my background?
Virgin Whore is her name?
So
Her name is Virgin Whore?
You don't have that as a class.
all right. So
Oh, yeah, we did get a class.
If we go to the background.
A half
like,
orc rogue.
Here's what you could do. You could be like, let's see
Is that a
here.
baby?
That's a halfling.
That's a good thing to
That's a
learn.
halfling,
That's a halfling. Halfling are like what you would think.
Little
Short
man
people.
babies. Little men babies.
They're not dwarves. They're different than dwarves.
Oh, what are you?
That's a tiefling.
Okay, so you,
What's underneath there? Just kidding.
A red rocket.
I'm already practicing, okay?
Lipstick.
you
Lipstick's
could be
underneath
a
that.
charlatan.
What's a
A
charlatan?
criminal. You don't know what charlatan is?
We give a definition for those of us in the crowd that don't know.
Actually, I don't know how to describe this. No, basically a charlatan, someone that, you know, can like really talk with people. They're basically a political figure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think my face fits that.
No, -5 charisma
A
would
criminal
not.
would be good for rogues. You could be an entertainer where you think you're seducing people, but people think you're a comic show.
Yeah, you'd be so ugly you could be a circus freak.
Yeah, so you
I
legitimately
don't want
think
that.
you're seducing people, and all these people show up to your shows, and you're like, man,
That's too
I'm really
too
sexy.
far.
But then people are there to laugh at you.
They're like, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, virgin
I'm
whore,
yeah,
bro.
I'm feeling myself. They're like,
Feeling
You
myself.
could be
No.
a folk hero.
folk hero.
You wouldn't be a hero. You could be a guild artist.
You don't know that. I got a mouth in other places.
Be a hero. Oh, hey, heroes coming all.
I feel like God's judging me right now. This is really difficult.
I'm really trying to like get into the role playing spirit.
True. She's going for it.
I'm going for it. You're
true.
putting it down on paper. I have to commit.
Yeah, you wrote virgin whore half orc. She's there.
I did not write those words.
I mean, he put the comma. Bro.
Okay, you put comma bro.
Comma, bro. You could be a hermit. You could be a noble.
What's a sage?
A sage is like kind of like a hermit, but it's like someone that's like super knowledgeable, kind of like, oh, I read a ton of books.
No, you'd be too spicy for that.
Yeah.
I don't have the patience for that.
Yeah, her character is gonna
You
be.
could be an outlander. You grew up far from civilization. You should be a sailor. You should be a sailor.
Yeah, be on the sea.
You're a sailor.
You're a sailor.
Oh no, with semen?
A seaman.
With lots of semen?
Yep. Virgin whore.
alright,
Virgin
sailor.
whore.
I thought I was a rogue. I don't get it.
So
Okay, that's a good
just
big
your
definition.
back-
It's a good way to not.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
background.
this is good. So
Oh yeah.
okay.
Tell me.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, you have your race, and your race gives you like some racial traits, like your
Like my capabilities of like physical attributes.
kind of stuff like that. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And then you have after race, you go into class, and class is essentially everything you can do and what you bring to the party and you bring to the group and the fight.
Virgin sex.
No. Not at all. I don't think that's a thing. First off, that's actually an oxymoron.
That's my wife.
Yeah.
Right now.
So,
That's what she said.
so,
That laugh.
you broke the DM again.
Yeah.
So class is what you can do, not.
Not what you can do for your group, what your group can do for you.
And then your background is actually, it's really just some free bonuses, and it helps you kind of construct
Like knowledge.
where your character came from.
Yeah, are you
Like-
brute strength? Are
Yeah.
you book
Like,
smart?
did I-
Are
how
you
did-
sociable?
what was
Are
my
you
Gemini?
non?
Like what happened to me to make me
A lot of
virgin?
daddy issues.
You could.
Yeah.
Boom, right there. No dad.
You were raised by a bunch of pirates.
Raised by pirates, dropped off.
Semen!
Fine, raised by seamen. You were raised by seamen who thought you were a creature, hoping. Wait. They hoped that you were some sort of dragon creature, and then you're like, it's a half orc.
Right? They saw this,
Disappointed.
like,
So then-
peely,
so then you have this,
skin,
like, chip
and
on
they're
your shoulder.
Oh, no, it's peeling off.
Yeah, you have this chip on your shoulder, like I have to prove myself. I have to be worthy. You could like lick it. Oh, maybe she has like tree sap skin.
Oh, I got another hole.
Aye, they pay extra for this one.
All right, so.
Maybe that's why you're a virgin, because you never have to.
Oh Jesus! All right, moving on. No, abort.
But they didn't.
No.
Did they abort? What
No.
did they abort?
For the last 20 minutes, I'm about to have a seizure.
That's not funny.
Parents.
That's where the line's drawn. It's a circle around that jump. It's not a straight line. It's not something you can break through. It's a circle
So we
around
can
that.
screw your armpit, but I can't have a seizure where it's a hard line.
Excuse me, that's my forearm. Thank you.
That,
That's extra.
I didn't say.
God have mercy on my soul.
do it.
Okay,
I
so
just said I had another hole.
True. She just,
I
you know.
didn't say what you could do.
White Claw.
White Claw.
2
Hear me out,
carbs,
White
2
Claw.
sugars.
Yeah.
Tastes like piss water.
Yeah, it's raspberry for this one.
So, where are we at?
Guys.
I love it. Player name, Lexi. All right, so, well, player name.
You spelled my name right.
Oh, you did the IE? That's impressive.
Really?
Yeah, everyone puts
That's
I.
impressive.
Everyone puts
Never
I
put
or
the
Y.
E.
They just I or Y.
What sort of heathen would spell Lexi Lexy?
It's out there.
Get literate, freaks.
Freaks. Yeah, this is a half orc with 0 charisma. Get literate, freaks.
One
All right.
charisma.
So what's your strength? Are you like a super strong
She should be
person?
strong.
Yeah.
You're a half orc. You're more than human to start.
20 plus 5.
Jesus, you're.
Have you ever seen
you're
like My
freak.
Super
I
Ex-Girlfriend?
don't know what these
that
numbers
movie?
are.
Yeah, what are the numbers? What's 20 mean?
Alright,
What's 20
so-
plus 5 mean?
Well, first we'll go through the stats. So strength is like how physically strong you are.
Like super fucking strong.
Like you're jacked. Like, have you seen My Super Ex-Girlfriend?
No.
Yeah.
Have you seen My Super where they attempt to fornicate?
Yeah, and she's
in
just
the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like you. Like you're death by snoo snoo.
Yeah.
Google me.
What? I'm sorry, but do you get
I don't know
that?
what that is.
The Futurama, death by snoo snoo. You've never heard that?
Yeah,
No.
it's been the
Get
internet
on
will know.
track.
She might not know, but the internet will know. It's fine.
All right, internet, death by snoo
Internet.
snoo. Google
Yeah.
it. Have fun. Dexterity is like how quick you are at reflexes, reactions, stuff like that.
Right. So like the stuff I build in Diablo.
Yeah.
Yep,
I feel like
exactly.
You're gonna be very dexterous. As a,
No.
Dexterous. You're not nimble. You're not
Yeah, I
nimble
would
and
not
quick
be.
and
What do you
dexterous
an
and.
8.
I'm not
I'll
very
go through those
flexible.
numbers. So Constitution, which is like
She'd be strong in
will
Constitution.
to like resist poisons, things like
Oh.
that.
I was like,
No,
what's
just
this
riggers, right? Like things that are like push you beyond your
health,
limits.
yeah,
Yeah,
you-
like I could push
You
through
have a
this.
strong
Dude, I'm
constitution.
A virgin whore, I think, can probably.
So you're a mother in real life.
Yeah.
You have a lot of constitution to be a mother.
Yeah.
I feel like all mothers get a passive constitution.
Yeah, they
of
start at
15 or
15.
higher.
Yeah, they start at
Yeah,
15.
Don't test me, bro.
Yeah, they start at
So
15.
we'll give you a 14.
Yeah, because you're a virgin whore.
Intelligence.
It's gonna be mid tier at best.
I
Are you-
it's fitting.
I mean,
Just kidding.
We'll give you a 10.
Can I? Does that mean like I have like drool coming out of my mouth?
No.
That's a nice
Three.
zero.
A 3 is drool coming out of your mouth.
Yeah,
3 or
it's
lower.
like, you know, Taggart.
Boom roasted.
As he's playing with our kid. Aw.
It's still Taggart.
It's
All right. All right.
Okay.
It's really
You'll have to
nice.
watch the episode. Oh, wait.
I love you.
Wisdom.
Wait, sorry, I didn't do that right.
There you go. Yeah, you drink it like someone who drinks Trulies.
Okay, wisdom.
Wisdom. So what's the difference between intelligence and wisdom? That's a good
So
definer.
intelligence is like you're smart. Wisdom is more like, oh, that's a bad idea. I shouldn't do that. Your wisdom would be like,
Pretty
'cause,
low.
you know, you're a virgin whore. You're
But
like,
my
oh,
intelligence
Experience shouldn't be that high.
is that a dragon?
That's out of 20. That's out of 20.
We'll give you a 10. That's a plus 0 too.
Well,
We're not gonna make
I'm
you
saying like, wouldn't your intelligence and your wisdom?
Not
sometimes
necessarily.
go hand in
Not
hand?
necessarily.
go. No.
There's
I mean,
people
I'm
who.
a sailor. Like I've had a lot of rough shit.
True. She could actually have some wisdom behind
we'll
it.
give
I think
her-
I think she has more wisdom than she has intelligence.
We'll give her a
Agreed.
12.
Like more experience. She's
plus
rugged. She's rugged.
So each number in the book has like a tier of how many points it gives for like each.
Oh, so you lied to me?
What do you mean?
Like you just made up the numbers, or
These
am I
numbers?
supposed to like come
You-
up with? Is
No,
it because you're
usually you
so
roll 'em.
smart with this?
No, usually you roll them.
Oh,
You roll dice.
I'd do bad.
I mean,
They're dice,
There's not
so
much
you
skill to
can't
it,
you
so-
can't like lose
Have
at
you
dice.
seen me roll dice?
Do we need to? Because I don't understand how you're wrongfully rolling
How you doing
dice.
that? Yeah, I don't know.
I just
Anyways,
don't
we'll move on though.
Sorry, he throws.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the
Kobe.
intelligence is probably right.
So once you have all those numbers,
I don't want to
down,
lose at dice.
you can start, you know, taking your skills, right? Survival, stealth, sleight of hand, religion, persuasion, performance, perception, nature, medicine, investigation, intimidation, insight, history, deception, athletics, arcana, animal handling, and acrobatics. I feel like performance would be a big one for you,
Yeah, you got to perform as a
which
virgin
is
whore.
charismatic. So
Yeah,
your performance is actually gonna be horrible because you have a 1 in charisma.
that's true. So those categories kind of shape you as a person, or rather, your person would shape those categories.
So as a DM, what these would mean is like, oh, I want to take this hunky sailor to bed. I might be like, all right, well, make a performance check. How'd it go? And you'd be like, oh, I rolled a 4. Oh, -1. He's dead. You've killed him.
Yes.
It's the worst thing that could possibly happen.
Success.
Like if it was like a 20, then it
I'm
was
still
great,
a
and he's like,
virgin.
yeah, preserve my.
It's a win for me.
She's not wrong either. She's super not wrong
I have
about
no
it.
argument.
Yeah, her down rolls are her up rolls. So how did she lose?
You can't. Can't lose when that's your goal.
If your bad rolls are good for you as a character,
Just like, yes. Let me get this tab one right here.
dope. He's dead. Let me get that loot, babe.
So,
You open the door, heart attack. You just, what up? You're like, what up? He's like, ah.
I show my tits.
Just like
Walking
green
short.
toothpaste coming out of one of them.
oh no! Abort!
No!
All right, guys, this episode will be available at 11 p.m. on Showtime.
Yeah, was it the green part of the toothpaste that
All of it.
The color or the consistency?
The fact that I had to take my shirt off. I fit in perfectly.
Yeah.
You would, honestly, you're nothing that Haman the Horrible wouldn't do. Or as some of our group calls him now, Haman the Whore.
Yeah.
We have Virgin 4 and Haman
Have
the
you
Whore.
heard his voice? He's full of himself.
Hammond is.
Hammond is like very egotistical.
He's one of those overcompensative dudes.
I mean, I'm Hammond. I'm a big Viking and shit, and this is the voice I use. And yeah, I'm a badass. Yeah. And I punch people we robbed, cause why not?
Uncanny.
Spot on. Okay, so half orc, virgin whore. She's a rogue. What?
Sailor.
Rogue sailor.
Yeah, she's a half-orc rogue sailor
This
named
is
Virgin
beautiful.
Whore, #bro. Her alignment would probably be chaotic neutral.
Which is what?
So,
What does chaotic neutral mean?
alignments-
What are,
Yeah.
where am I
All
going?
right, so alignments are basically like how you view yourself in the world, how other people view in your world, and the actions you take. So, for example,
perception.
Essentially.
Give some classic examples of characters that you could reference, like in pop culture, that would be chaotic neutral.
ooh.
Vin Diesel.
All right. Does anyone watch the show Lucifer?
I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've
so
seen
the
it.
guy that
but
plays
yeah.
as Lucifer, and Lucifer would be chaotic neutral. Rick Grimes would be in Walking Dead would be chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
Whereas Dale from The Walking Dead would be like lawful good. And see
Right.
where that got him? Dead.
Dead.
So I die?
Actually, I would say Rick Grimes is more chaotic good, and Daryl's more chaotic neutral.
Okay. What about Glenn?
So I
Glenn,
either
Glenn's
way.
dead.
Glenn is dead. What would he have been?
Chaotic brain squashed.
I've never
Spoiler alert.
Chaotic eye pop out.
No, Glenn would have been neutral good, I think.
Neutral good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is neutral like I
Neutral's
don't-
How
like-
the world views you. Like how the world would view you. Like if like
So I'm kind of a wild card.
Emperor Palpatine
Pick.
wouldn't be viewed as like a good dude.
No.
Like they were like, that's a you're a bad
Neutral's
guy.
more like self-preservation, the fact that like,
So
oh,
like the background.
I don't care.
You won't do anything bad just for the sake of doing bad. You won't do anything necessarily good for the sake of just doing good, but you're not gonna do either of those things in extremes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Vince
cool.
Vaughn is like the most like neutral person I can think of celebrity. If anyone follows like his political views and everything and whatnot, he's
So I'm
like
cool.
super neutral. Yeah, neutral's pretty good. But you're chaotic, which means
I'm
Like you're not afraid to do things. Yeah.
you're just like, oh, what? Slip and slide, I'm gonna jump right in.
Right.
Like, oh, you got a cast
There's
on.
slip and
Fuck it.
slides?
Yeah, you're just like, whoof, you
In
just go
this
for
world?
it.
In my world, there are slip and slides in every city.
Wow, I'm gonna find it in Paleo Cedro.
Well, add one more to that list because it's me.
Wait, you're the slip and
slip and
slide?
slide.
No. Why?
Now there's two. One just walked into town. What's up? Virgin whore, bro.
This is great. All right.
Good content.
I'm funny.
I'm hilarious.
Or, hey, you're starting to sound like me now. I'm the only funny, self-arrogant person in this group. All right?
Okay. Titties.
You got
Larson over here like, hey, this is my voice. I'm Larson.
I'm Mr. KGB. Do not mistake my Feldhaus for the Ram. I would get very upset. And there's I'm Arvos. Dad.
Doobie.
And then here's
Doobie.
listen up.
Oh yeah.
I'm Tenebris. I have a southern drawl. And I go in and out of character voice as a police.
I'm you. This is Mutsu.
I can't always talk.
But sometimes I just force it out. Like if you're trying to squeeze out a turd, but you get a fart instead. That's sometimes how my voice comes out.
That's exactly it.
What's Gert?
That was the Tenebris Ignis. Was the
Stop talking about me, bud.
What would my voice? I wouldn't even know where to begin to try to make a voice. Like, do I?
You don't necessarily have to.
So
You don't necessarily have to. If you don't want to, you don't need to. Sometimes your character can be your voice.
if I may,
Yeah.
your voice would be a mixture between light speaking white girl, but with an orc voice. You'd be like, listen. First off,
Weird Kermit the Frog.
think raw.
Like you've got like something
like
in your
a
throat.
pumpkin spice
Kermit's
Kermit the
going
Frog.
to jail.
A pumpkin spice
I
Kermit the
can't
Frog.
I can't.
A soccer mom Kermit the Frog. That's put on a lot of weight because you're an orc.
Are you gonna have another glass of wine, Linda? Another?
Another?
No, this is seltzer.
Yeah. I'm watching my figure.
No, get louder.
He drops.
Oh, this is a blast.
Great.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Now
You
we moved
didn't
on
see
from
my
the
face.
So, okay, so now we know you have daddy issues because you were raised by a bunch of seamen.
Yeah!
You were raised by a bunch of seamen on a boat. They thought you were some sort of creature, and then they were kind of disappointed maybe when you weren't. But
Right.
maybe you have one mentor that like really stuck up for you and like, no, she's important. We need to have her around because of X or
Oh,
Y.
like-
So you have like one really critical, important person in your life that wasn't your parents
Like
at
in
all.
Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, you're basically you're the grandpa that dies.
What if?
Your dad, grandpa.
I got an idea.
Yeah.
What if your mentor's last name is whore? And
Yeah.
the reason people think virgin whore is an oxymoron, but whore is actually your last name.
Yeah.
And you don't really mean to be a whore. You're just so naive to the world.
Yeah.
People hear your name.
No, I like being a whore.
Okay. We'll scratch that.
Scratch that whole.
I mean, you can still have it. I just want to be like, I'm living up to my name. Do me.
So like,
No one will. Not once.
you know what we do?
That.
Every time we'd have a long rest as a group, a long rest is when everyone sleeps for the night and re-heals and stuff. I'd be like, all right, now one of you randomly roll. You did not get any rest last night, and you would never get a long rest. Like eventually you'd just die because you'd be out of hit points.
I don't know what those are.
You should be a succubus.
Yeah.
I
don't think a
What do you
But like a low-level succubus.
God.
A really. What do you suck when you're a succubus?
No, actually, so succubuses are creatures that allure, and then incubuses are the opposite. But they lure whatever is attracted to them. So if
Nothing.
well, they're females.
Maybe you're bad at it. Maybe you're a terrible
Extremely,
succubus.
like alluring females, and basically they lure people in and they devour them when they try to sleep with them.
Could she actually be just a very bad succubus? Like
That
she like a
doesn't realize
level
she is.
one. Yeah, she doesn't realize that she is because she doesn't know where she came from, and she wants it, and she has this need to like
why you're-
lure people in.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're the whore part because everyone gets invited in, but you're virgin because you eat them before they.
You don't know the rules of engagement. You're just like, what's up? Let's do this. You get just like,
Yeah, I'm satisfied.
So
That was
does
a good meal.
that was good enough for me.
Why would I want better charisma then?
You don't need to be. Well, I mean,
Yeah, you do.
Oh, yeah, you
Alright,
would.
So we'll give you a 19.
yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and move that
See, 'cause
intelligence
this-
down to 2,
see,
though.
this-
Yeah,
is
you gotta be
exactly
dumb. Yeah, you have to be
why
dumb
I'm
compensation.
Asking these questions.
These are good questions.
I would
great
never
question.
think-
Because see, but this is how we're building your character right now. Like your initial question was,
But
how do
you
I build a
guys have
character?
knowledge about it. So
And out of the
would
Yeah,
you
but we're
suggest
feeding off you.
someone What should be building with someone who's
Absolutely.
I think if you have the ability to build with someone, you
It's
absolutely should.
you definitely want to end up with a better character. You could have
And
done
it's
all
so
this
much
by
more
yourself.
Yeah, I'd just be bad.
Well, it wouldn't be bad. You'd
I
just
totally
be mostly
pigeonhole
stats.
myself.
You would. You'd be mostly
With this
stats.
idea,
You'd have
yeah.
mostly stats. You probably would try to be some like the traditional like I'm the aloof badass that's off to the side. That's like secretly really good at almost everything. That's
the
like
way-
that's a generic like thing that everyone
That's
chooses.
what I want.
Parties
No.
out there that have DMs, if you have 6... Tiger, shut up! If you have 6 people...
So loud.
So loud. If you have 6... I love you, though. If you have 6 people...
I'm just kidding.
Clap.
If you have 6 people in your...
If you have 6 people in your group and they all play the aloof badass kid in a new group, that's all I want to say.
It's the claw.
They all like,
My claw.
they all just like
But it was
turn
your
their coat over and no one
personality.
answers the question.
They're like,
Look at my face.
I'd answer that question. Look off in the distance and not give him a reply. And the next person at the table goes, I'm going to look the other way and not give him a reply.
I'm gonna ponder not deciding on either decision.
And the next one's like, I turn up my trench coat, I grab the hilt of my sword and give a moody sigh and walk away.
Yeah. One guy's just gonna grab a White Claw and show it to the camera and be like, wow, White Claw, hard seltzer raspberry, delicious.
A weird White Claw. I'm sorry what I said about this tasting like piss earlier, but if we're not plugged by the time
This airs.
yeah, I don't know what to say.
Do you want more?
I drank all of your natural lime. Full disclosure, I had like a case of these today. So
Yeah.
I just had to experience the claw.
Got raw with the claw. Raw with the claw dog. Okay, so Virgin Whore, she's a succubus that isn't very good at her job because she lures people in with her 19 charisma.
So where do I put succubus?
That's just
Well, that's gonna be your actual race now. You're actually a succubus.
instead of a rogue.
But people just think no, she's still a rogue. But people think
I'm not an orc.
They think you're a half orc because succubus is a race creature.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a class.
I learned something.
I don't have my monster manual, but I would show you what.
Thank you for
Succubus.
blowing that the other way.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We'll edit that out. It was unnecessary commentary.
No,
You're good.
wasn't.
So next thing
I'm
we're gonna do
appreciative.
now is we look at like your proficiencies in languages. So languages and proficiencies are like, what can you do? Can you use a healing kit? Can you use a
How do I know
smithing tools?
what do you how do I know what items you're talking about to know?
So in your player's handbook,
Is
Which-
it under the succubus?
No, these are like, this would be in a generic category for like
Yeah.
like kits and things you could just have on your person, and whether or not you like alignments too would have something about like.
so let's go to Sailor. Yeah, so proficiencies, and you wanted some proficiencies, so we'd give you dual wielder.
Yes.
Cause
Because then I can lure 2 dudes at one time.
you did that, not us.
What?
You did that. You did the dual wield.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Drove right into that one. See, the thing is like for the podcast, people are listening to it, they won't know. They'll be safe.
I know, right?
They're safe. The hand gestures will not work on people listening to us.
Until that YouTube video, and people are like, "Oh my God, look at that!"
It's just
Ding. Hey, by the way, if you're watching, if you're watching
D&D.
If you're watching on
D&D.
YouTube right now, go ahead and hit that like button, ding that bell, and don't forget to subscribe.
yuck.
No, that was a great plug.
I did it.
Hit that like button.
The like button.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Get shot in the back.
Okay, so
No, they're shooting arrows at you from one side. Trying to stop the
You're starting to stop the arrows from the one side.
need some toothpaste. We got you.
Yeah.
shot in the back.
All right. So, as a sailor background, it's actually going to give you some proficiencies to start with. But in the book, there's a whole proficiencies section. So it'll tell you all
Sailor
about
succubus is so interesting too because
different- It is. So you've been on a ship this whole time, seducing sailors and eating them. And
people go missing on the ship, and they'd have like a reputation of a
like,
death ghost
what
ship.
the hell?
Yeah, they'd have like a reputation that's like death ship,
See,
and they
I'm
would be
not-
able to like use it
I
as
can't
like
think of these things.
Yes, you can. Well,
it helps to. We're bouncing. Yeah, you can. We're bouncing ideas off of you.
Yeah, but
so DMs, this is what I call a writing panel. If you are serious about DMing and you really want your game to be awesome, use it.
Yes.
Let people bounce ideas back and forth. Literally, some of the greatest things we've done has just been us sitting here bullshitting.
Yeah.
And have just thrown things back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then you end up with this, and then, and it's sick.
Yeah. It just we didn't even know we were gonna build a character tonight. We didn't come with any preconceived notions of anything at all. And now we're building a somewhat realistic character that could be used
Oh, yeah. So, you're
off of just almost ridiculous claims.
So if you go,
Claims.
Yeah.
This is my life.
so if you
Half-orc
go
virgin
into
horse
your
succubus.
background area, right? And so we took sailor. So it looks like you can take a couple different things. So as a sailor, you're going to be proficient in athletics and perception, and then you're going to have navigator's tools. And you're going to be able to like navigate with ships.
Yeah.
Now you can steer a
Vehicles.
ship. Now you can wrap your hands around that
Rafts.
shaft
Yeah.
and make it go.
Yeah.
Make it go.
Okay.
Equipment.
Ow.
Yeah, equipment's different. But anyhow, so those would be your.
Is it other people's
proficiencies.
equipment?
As a succubus, and I'm not sure.
Yeah. I don't like that. Your mouth is ginormous. Huge.
White Claw.
Well, I was like,
Wait.
Stick that whole can in his mouth. Yeah, get him.
Get him. Call his agent. He doesn't have an agent because he's just a fucking dude. Call him direct.
Be like, who's your agent? We're just pointing at each other. That's our agent.
Wow, you each other's agents. Get some crazy. That's your voice now. Hey man, you want to crush fronts?
Yeah.
Dude, we should. That's next time we'll have to talk about voices.
Voice acting.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I have no originality when it
just,
comes.
Just give us a voice.
Yeah, do anything. It can be your normal voice slowed down, so it's just your normal talking, but you take more time.
As virgin horror.
I-
I do things.
I like how your first voice is sex talk line. Like it's literally your first.
Guys, this is virgin horror.
No.
You can do a deeper voice.
I can't do it again now.
You can do just a deeper voice.
See? I can't do.
And our next guest.
can't do deep voice.
Look it.
Okay. Bye.
That's amazing, honey.
Love you. That's the best.
Is that a diaper?
What?
So
Okay.
how does one lady,
Yeah.
like a lady, like an
Yeah.
actual female in real life, not D&D, make a deep voice without sounding like
Do it.
weird?
Just do a deep voice. Do it. Go.
I don't want to.
Well, Sarah Jessica Parker does a good job.
She's not Cassie. But when I do a deep voice, it sounds like this.
That works. That's
Sounded just like
fantastic.
her.
Oh my god. Can you neigh?
We're gonna get a call from an agent next week.
I'm like, oh my god, Sarah, you gotta be on the show.
just
She's like, I
bleep
was
out-
trying to get
just-
mad.
Oh, can you imagine? I'm sorry. Can you imagine? Like, Sarah like sits down at the table. She's like, "All right, and meet Arvos's horse."
We lined this up.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We really don't have anything against you if for some strange reason you
Super
watch
odd.
this.
Her probably teenage to probably adult child could somewhere come across and be like, Mom! Oh my god! Mom! Yay!
If you have any sort of fame and you've been memed about, just know that we are gonna ride that train
From a good place.
until we run out of line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so back on track. You are.
And that plantation.
I'm just kidding.
You can pick some. That's a prime example. Picking a character that you know of. What is happening?
I'm touching it. I'm sorry.
Okay. Picking a character that you know exists already.
Right.
A voice that you know exists already, and do your version of that voice. Are you Michael Clump?
Uncle Clump.
You can just do office voices and pick one.
I don't want to.
I'm just saying that's a good example to look at other voices of things you can mimic and use that as inspiration.
Just have this random tick where you just go, Michael.
Unrelated to your entire life.
No.
No. Or maybe that's the name of her. Mikhail is the name of her is the name of her mentor that brought her up and
I'd
kept
say
her on the ship.
Miguel. I'd accidentally say Miguel all the time. I couldn't say Mikhail. See, I can't
And
even do it right now.
and that's
on
a good
purpose.
thing right there. Like just saying it out loud and realizing that you can't say it, so you make a character alteration to it. Or your story in the backline. You're like, okay, this doesn't fit me comfortably, so I'm gonna make this change.
Okay.
I think why the uncomfortable is. Two children staring at me while I talk about.
I swear to God, I thought Morgan was sitting there for a second.
It was in the past.
Oh my God.
So I don't know, like, so do you just practice with your range of voices? Like, so Saturday Night Live would probably be a really great reference of voice ranges.
I was trying to start with one of the things I looked at online for like beginning voices for D&D is you can take very starting basics, like take your normal voice and slow what you say down. And now you kind of seem like somebody different. Or if you talk really quickly, now you seem like someone totally different because your energy is a totally different person than it was, even though your voice is entirely the same as it was originally. Or you go lower than you would normally talk, and it sounds a little, and then you do a combination of the two, or you go higher than you normally talk, and now you just sound like a fucking nerd.
Or Lashin.
What's the difference?
And you can do a combination. You can do high voice, slower, low voice, slower, any combination of the two, and it's basic components.
Because I'm dumb, I should probably do a slower low voice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you should just immediately start with no.
I am a virgin hood, and I was a sailor.
And then you're just like wink, and they're like, oh yeah, zip, and they just get in there, and you're just like, eat them.
Oh my God, abort!
Can I have something open up for my stomach so I can eat them with that?
Could you?
Could I?
Is there rules to succubus? Succubi?
I mean, not really. Like succubus. Think like vampire. Like, you know,
like
I wanted to be
yeah.
like a creature.
Do it.
You could be. You could be. Why not?
The greatest thing about D&D is you get to use your imagination. Like
SpongeBob style.
it never ends. I just gotta laugh from the child. Hey, good job.
Imagination.
Before I say what I'm about to say.
I don't. Probably not. Grace, you should probably sit somewhere else for your own audible safety.
Just goes down.
You just got like trolled.
Boom, roasted. She's like, I moved.
Suck that,
Boom,
adults.
I moved, fam.
Like, I love practicing voices. It's part of like my favorite part. Like, so much fun. It's especially if you can record yourself. Just do it. Just do different voices.
I recorded myself.
If you have a common voice, you just practice it. You practice ticks while you're at it, and the common.
See, I don't like that.
I don't like that. I don't like
that. I could not do that.
It's so much fun. Our group this season has a great multitude of voices.
Yes.
Right.
And the only voice that needs work
Is Gert.
is listen, bud. I just use my southern drawl as looks, but half the time I fucking forget about it anyway. Tiger has to be our guest next episode. It's just
He's our guest? Oh yeah, I was like, for our D&D group that he's already part of? And our special guest tonight, once again, returning for every single episode.
You didn't know it, but he was special before.
So another random Walking Dead fact: Norman Reedus is listed as a special guest for like half the first season.
Oh, I know.
Because he wasn't meant to stay. He wasn't meant to be a main line in the show, and people just love the fact that you know he's a Boondock Saint. Dude. And guys, stay tuned for next episode where Lux dies.
That's fine.
No, it's been good, man. I'm gonna wrap this up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have any more questions.
So you built your first character. You are a now attractive, originally non-attractive,
guest.
but not smart succubus named Virgin Whore, bro.
Comma bro.
Virgin Whore, bro.
I'm a virgin whore, bro.
You don't your voice could be your character. You're making your character, so your voice could be your character.
It's true.
There's nothing that says that your voice isn't perfect for your character at any given point.
Very true.
Nobody better say it's perfect.
Waity, we at some point, some episode, maybe like our 25th anniversary, 25th episode, 25th anniversary, then 25 years from now.
Yeah. Got it.
We're gonna have 20
He's like getting it closer to me. He's like, bro, this mic, bro, hear me out though. This mic is, we're gonna have words. We're gonna have words.
Her character's been rubbing off on me.
Yeah.
No, we'll have to.
It really goes.
Rob's claw. We'll have to. Jesus. We will have to have you on the show. I think you do a good job. I really do. I think you should at least experience it. But we do
You mean
have
NPC?
Don't
yeah.
say that to me.
We do have a great edition coming this week.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really excited to see how she plays into it.
Yep. It's not weighty.
It is not virgin horror, bro.
No.
It'll be a totally different character.
Yep.
And essentially next week, hopefully we'll have a more focused on topic conversation. But it's been a wild week for us.
Yeah. There's been so much
wild
going on.
weekend.
Question.
No, Wadey, thank you. You saved this episode because Travis and I would have had like 6 words about D&D.
Yeah.
And then memes.
Yeah, just a lot.
The meme cast.
Yeah.
So this was great. It was great having guests on. Our last episode actually had Garrett.
Yep.
And it was a great episode.
It was fantastic.
It did. It turned out well.
Sounds
Yeah.
super genuine. I'm just kidding.
No, it was.
It was great.
I'm kidding.
Well, check out our episode with Sean Schemmel last week. It is
Yep.
on YouTube. Our first
Yep.
episode on YouTube, which we're going to start doing now.
Yep.
Patreon is up, but
Yep.
our tiers have not been added yet. I'm working on that. I'm going to go check out my new office.
Woo!
See where I'm going to be working on those tiers here in a minute.
Yeah.
But other than
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
I'm Drew Silva.
I'm Travis Steven, and
Waity.
Steven.
yeah.
And
Say my last name. Just kidding.
this was Dungeon Apes, and boy, were we apes tonight.
Wait, what's a quote? What's one of your quotes from that clip?
Gotta get raw with the claw.
Rob with the claw.
And
You wanna
Crocs.
go to Bloomingdale's?
Whoa, okay, first off, so I went to Bloomingdale's, okay?
Oh no.
Bro, Bloomingdale's is the shit!
It sounds like a Macy's for dudes.
No,
Sex in the City.
it's...
For dudes.
Dude, no, Macy's is like where people that work at Walmart shop. Bloomingdale's is where people that own people work. It's so expensive. I'm like, oh. No, if you shop at Bloomingdale's, you're probably a closet racist. Shots fired right now. Shots fired, okay? I went to...
You went there.
Hold on. I didn't shop there.
What does that mean?
I went there. I didn't shop there. So I picked up this coat. I'm like, this is a cool coat.
I'm shopping.
At JCPenney's.
I didn't shop there. I picked up a coat.
At JCPenney's, this is like a $30, $40 coat,
Right.
which is still expensive
Yeah.
for me. $235.
Does it make coffee?
Dude, I don't know what it does, but no. So kids, don't be like that guy last week and shop at Bloomingdale's. Go to the Goodwill and Salvation Army. That's what's hip.
And drink Trulies.
Yeah, this sucks anyway. We're not gonna get plugged.